Thank you so much for being here with us. A little transition from our first dynamic guest, Waynette Lungs, and now we have Sir Ryan O'Neill Knight taking over the show.
All right, so I was telling everyone that if you haven't gotten your promotional shirts, I'm the president of the Empowered Forex Fan Club and the BizGrams Fan Club. I'm working on the Facebook page, so bear with me. But we are so proud of you, Chris-Beth. Well done with your journey, with the opportunity to interview you as a female entrepreneur. What got you on this path? And I know you've touched on the story over the 100th episode, bit by bit, but we want to get that condensed version. Walk us through why entrepreneurship drew Chris-Beth Cowie into the realm, the battle of running your own business.
Hey, I would say at age 16, I had the opportunity to see my dad get connected to a network marketing company, and I started going out with him to learn about it. And it was at that point in time I get connected to Jim Rohn, and I was inspired by this guy. I love him. I wish if I could meet anyone, it would be that guy. And really just that, self-improvement type of industry, understanding that you can be better, you can accomplish your goals and dreams, was so moving for me at the time. The truth is, I struggled with insecurities, fears that, things that were not real. It's fear, I oftentimes say false evidence appearing real, and just negativity that was coming from the world, oh, you can't do that, you're not good enough, all of these things. And I believe those things. But really, when I went to Uganda in 2013, I felt as though the pathway that I was going down in the nonprofit realm was not a sustainable one. And I really wanted to step into a space where I can do business for good. I had seen social enterprises in Bolivia and, even just learning about it as well. And I said, listen, I have a gift, I have a talent, I want to bring this to the world. And even, wanting perfection, dealing with imposter syndrome. And I pushed past all of that to give life to my first official company called Empowered for Excellence. And I was just going around talking about leadership, personal development, and community. And that propelled me to my entrepreneurial pathway. People were then saying, can you help me? Can you show me how? And I am very thankful to you, Ryan, and you know this. I met you in 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. And seeing you, a dynamic entrepreneur, a social impactor. I like to say I'm the chief social impactor here. Someone who's on mission to do good, the work that you were doing with the youth entrepreneurship revolutionized my mindset about what is possible for business. And I would say I have not looked back since. My encouragement to everyone, male, female, boy, girl, seniors, if you're watching, you still can bring your dreams to life. And now is the time to do it.
Oh, and I'm curious, that journey, there's always bumps in the road. So I'm curious, what was maybe one of the biggest barriers and what was maybe one of the biggest positives that you've come across along the way, maybe a mentor or the like?
The biggest barrier, I would say, has been and still is me. And I think, honestly, at one point in my entrepreneurial journey, and I just was recently featured on an article, The Weight She Carries, and the question was like, what was the, a challenge that you experienced? And I said to myself, I'm not good enough. I can't really help someone. And one of the mentors in my life at the time had said, Chris-Beth, based on the work that you've done to date and where you're going, what would you rate yourself? And I said, I would say I'm a C. And she was like, that's not true. But for your sake, let's keep you at a C. Looking at the alphabet, A to Z, how would you rate yourself? And I said, I rate myself as a C. And she said, now look back. There are people behind you, the A's and the B's, that need you to bring your gift to the world. And so my message to anyone who's looking here today, rate yourself and don't undervalue yourself. Go for the Z, okay? Give yourself that high score. You have a gift that gets harnessed and manifested and developed when you pour in your gift and your talent and your skill and your time and energy and resources into this moment. You can only get better, right? So you're the Z, you're at the top of your game already. What happens is that you get harnessed and matured and you just continue to excel. So don't give up on yourself. And I want to just say this, we've had two young entrepreneurs. So we had Nikki from Stacey Brown's daughter from Kidonomics, as well as Ryan's daughter, Jasmine. And it has been a privilege having both of them. My encouragement, if you are a parent looking at this show, I might just encourage your kids to try entrepreneurship. Be aware of what it is all about. Start learning about it, right? In whatever capacity. It does not have to be, the great thing, but something to start harnessing that mindset shift, the understanding about finances, which is so important. And what better time at a very young age.
And as we work on different projects together, I always notice that if somebody had introduced entrepreneurship to us when we were 8 and when we were 9, 10, the trajectory we would have been on would have been completely different. But even still, we've had so many major accomplishments. And I want to ask you, what do you feel has been one of your greatest accomplishments, not counting 100th episode of BizGrams? Thank you very much.
Hey. One of my greatest accomplishments, I want to say in 2018, I was featured and won the award for Top 40 Under 40 in Brampton. I was beside one of my high school friends, Shauna K. Jones, so a special shout out to her as well. And, both of us doing the entrepreneurial thing, wanting to make a positive difference. I did not know, and I am being very honest, I did not know that, other people were looking in that way to say, whoa, Chris-Beth, you're doing something amazing. And so for all the people that nominated me, I want to just say a special thank you for that. But what that made me realize is that people are watching. So I know I could see lots of entrepreneurs on the line here today with us present and those that will come later on. People are watching you. They're watching and observing, trying to get inspiration and hope from the things that you're doing. So don't give up. I think Gwyneth shared that earlier. It is about persistence and that drive to keep going. And that, I would honestly say, in that moment, I was really thinking about stepping out. I was thinking about leaving this entrepreneurial space because of challenges and just life sometimes get to you, But that reminded me, I am here for a purpose and I'm ready to share my gifts with the world. This has been super awesome, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you to everyone that has been here with us today. I am forever grateful. And from our team here at Empowered Vets to your team, wherever you are in the world, we're sending you out with lots of love, blessings for today and beyond. All the best. Take care. Have a phonetical day. Woohoo!